Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and today I'm going to show you another Adobe Illustrator tutorial where I'm going to explain you some of the tools and specifically the pen tool. What is the pen tool? The pen tool is a neat feature. The pen tool is a neat feature that is one of the foundational tools for creating vector graphics. It allows you to create shapes with freeform curves. It is found in the toolbar over here, okay, and you can see that the shortcut on our keyboard is the word P, and it says it creates paths with precision using anchor points and handles. The pen tool is probably one of the most powerful drawing tools you can find in Adobe Illustrator. Now, I'm going to use the pen tool over here in order to show you how we can use it to take out shapes from our images over here. I'm not going to show all of them, but I'm going to show some of them so that you can practice them on the, I'm not going to show all of them, but I'm going to show some of them so that I can explain to you all of these uses of the pen tool in a short time. All right, so first things first, I have to select the pen tool itself, and after that I will go to this corner over here and say I want to select this whole rectangle, right? So I'll just select the corner over here, then I'll put it over here to the edge of the rectangle and over here as well, and then here. After that, there. And after you're finishing using the pen tool by fixing the last point, make sure you click on the dot that also pops up as the anchor, or else your pen tool will not select it properly. There. Another thing you need to understand while using the pen tool is that whenever you select your shape over here, the lines, alright, they will eventually overlap the lines that you're trying to select and select them by default as no fill. So we'll go over here in properties, and then we will go over here and in appearance, instead of fill, we will select this and select as none. That way our shapes borders are still there, and over here in the stroke we will select it as black, or we can select it at any color that you wish. All right, so that's easy as it is. After that, we're done with selecting the rectangular shape. All right, now that we're done with the rectangular, let's go forward and do the hexagonal. Okay, now let's do the hexagonal, and in order to do the hexagonal, we'll again use the pen tool, select the corners. Okay, make sure you select it with precision so that you do not have problems. All right, let me go this way instead. Let's do this again. It didn't happen properly. And there you go. Select the corner, after that, there you go, we are done. Now you can notice that even though it's like previously we didn't have any things here, but like the fill was empty, but now since the fill was none, it colors it automatically, the border, so we don't have to do much of anything over here. After that, we have this star sign and this sign is over here. Actually, you can do these by yourself. After this explanation, I'm pretty positive about that, so I'm going to skip them and go towards the soft corners, which are going to be a bit more difficult than the hard corners, because the hard corners are very easy to map out using our pen tool. Okay, now let's go forward with the clipping path for our soft corners. Okay, now we are in the soft corner images. So now you can see that I have a rectangle over here and also the other same images, but now their corners are rounded. They're not having any borders. All right, so over here I'll select this too, and then when I end up over here, I'll go straight to this over here, this side over here, instead of going to this corner over here. Okay, now when I click this side, make sure you hold down. When I click this side, I'll make sure I hold down the mouse button so that I can make an anchor over here. All right, so I'll show you what I'm trying to say. Now see, I made an anchor over here. Now I'll just stretch the anchor so that it can easily bend and create the line for me. And as you can see, it is done. I'm done with this part. Now we have a rounded corner. Now we do this same thing for all these rounded corners over here. So I'll go up to here, click on this, and then go here, click on the rounded corner and hold it there until I have the perfect shape. There you go. After that, I go over here, click here. Okay, 1 minute. Let's do this again. There you go. And let's go back here. I'll go again here, click on this spot, come here on the straight line, hold it, and then try to make a rounded corner again. There you go. After that, I go back here, go here, make a rounded corner again, like that. There you go. Now you can see that my hexagonal has all rounded corners, and I'm going to fill this color with no fill, and then I'll select the strokes to be in a different color. For example, let's make it red this time. Okay, so that is basically how you use the pen tool in order to make rounded corners with our shapes. All right, and if you want to increase the stroke size, we just go over here in our appearance in the properties tab, and then scroll it up and down in order to fill your needs for our stroke. Okay, now that we are done with this, let's move forward to the next part where I will clip next part of our lesson, where we clip out an image from an existing image and then put it on another background using the pen tool. But before I go, I want to explain to you how to remove the anchor points that we have just set on this hexagonal. See over here, we have the anchor, right? Now, if I press Alt, you can see that it brings up the anchor point, but we will not do that. You can just go over here and the cursor will show a minus sign. And when that happens, we can just click on it and it will remove the anchor by itself, like this. Right, you can see that the anchors have been removed. I can do this for the other anchors to create the removal of the anchors that I've just set up. As you can see, the anchors are easily removed using that key. All right, now that we are done, let's move on to the next part that I was trying to say. Okay, all right, in this picture you can see that I have the head of a cat, which I want to clip off and use it in another image, which is this one, where I want to place it. Okay, so let's take the pen tool, which I have already selected, and then zoom in and then anchor all the points that I want to clip out from here. Okay, let's start with this part. Make sure you practice the anchor points. Make sure you practice putting your anchor points on the shape so that you can increase the skill of using them on the go. Okay, And when I come here, just like before, I'll just hold my mouse button and then curve it. All right, now you can see that it has been curved easily. I'll go back here. Select the anchor points. And over here we have a curve, so I'll just hold it. Now I'll go over here, hold it, and make sure that the anchor point will curve by itself. There you go. And after that, I'll hold it over here, create the anchor point. Okay. And let's continue using this. Alright, now as you can see that after selecting all my anchor points, the image over here is totally white. So to fix that, we'll go to properties, and again in fill, we'll select it and click on none. And now you can see that our image is back. Okay, now that we have selected our image, let's zoom out using Control and the minus key on our keyboard. Then after that, we will use the selection tool. Okay, then press Shift. First select none in fill color. After that, we'll right click it, and then simply we have to crop this image. So go to appearance, click on fill, click on none, and then we'll press Shift and hold it down, then select the outside image. Okay, after that, we'll press the right click button, and then we'll click on the make clipping mask option. After that, you can see that the image that we have clipped using our pen tool has popped up over here. Now simply we will copy this image. We can either right click and copy it, or we can just press down Ctrl+C, the shortcut for copy. After we finished copying it, we'll go back to this image over here where I want to set it up on. After that, I'll click on this and then just press Ctrl+V. Now you can see that the image of the cat has popped up here. I'll enlarge it using my pen tool, using my selection tool, and now you can see that I have successfully put the image of the cat in our background. That's all for this video. I hope you have understood how to use the pen tool and its many facilities and how useful it can be while using Adobe Illustrator. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.